What if the deadliest figure in modern history didn't seize power by force, but was legally appointed? Adolf Hitler became Chancellor of Germany in 1933 through constitutional means. What followed was not inevitable, it was enabled. Let's examine who Hitler was, how he rose, and why understanding this history still matters. Adolf Hitler was born in 1889 in Austria-Hungary. He was not destined for power. He failed as an artist, was rejected twice by the Vienna Academy of Fine Arts, and drifted through poverty. World War I gave him identity and purpose. He served as a messenger, was wounded, and emerged deeply embittered by Germany's defeat. That bitterness mattered. After the war, Germany faced economic collapse, political violence, and humiliation under the Treaty of Versailles. Hitler didn't invent these crises, he exploited them. In 1919, Hitler joined a small nationalist group that became the Nazi Party. He discovered his talent was not leadership or strategy, it was rhetoric. He blamed Germany's problems on Jews, communists, liberal democracy, the Versailles Treaty. These claims were false, but emotionally powerful. By 1923, Hitler attempted a violent coup, the Beer Hall Putsch. It failed. He was arrested and imprisoned. This failure changed everything. In prison, Hitler wrote Mein Kampf. It outlined his ideology, racial hierarchy, anti-Semitism, authoritarian rule, and territorial expansion. But more importantly, he learned a lesson. Power in modern states is seized legally before it's destroyed. After his release, Hitler rebuilt the Nazi Party as an electoral machine. Propaganda replaced street violence. Votes replaced bullets. By exploiting fear during the Great Depression, the Nazis became Germany's largest party by 1932. In January 1933, Hitler was appointed Chancellor, legally, by conservative elites who believed they could control him. They were wrong. Within weeks, Hitler used an arson attack on the Reichstag to suspend civil liberties. Opposition parties were crushed. Trade unions dissolved. Elections became meaningless. By August 1934, Hitler combined the offices of Chancellor and President. Germany was now a dictatorship, built from within its own legal system. This wasn't chaos, it was methodical. It was. The regime quickly moved from repression to radicalization. Jews were stripped of citizenship under the Nuremberg laws in 1935. Political dissidents were imprisoned. The press was silenced. Then came expansion. In 1938, Germany annexed Austria. Later that year, it seized parts of Czechoslovakia. Western powers, hoping to avoid war, appeased Hitler. That strategy failed. In September 1939, Germany invaded Poland. World War II began. First, the Holocaust. Under Hitler's leadership, Nazi Germany carried out the systematic murder of 6 million Jews, along with millions of others, Roma, disabled people, political prisoners, and more. This was not spontaneous hatred. It was organized, bureaucratic genocide. Second, total war. Hitler's invasion of the Soviet Union and refusal to retreat led to catastrophic losses. Cities were destroyed, and civilian populations were targeted. Third, the global order shifted. The war ended European dominance, elevated the United States and the Soviet Union, and reshaped international law. The United Nations, human rights conventions, and war crimes trials all emerged from the wreckage Hitler helped create. So, why does this still matter? Because Hitler didn't rise through magic or madness. He rose through economic crisis, political polarization, disinformation, and institutional weakness. These conditions are not unique to 1930s Germany. Studying Hitler is not about fascination with evil. It's about understanding how societies collapse, and how ordinary people can enable extraordinary crimes. History shows that democracy doesn't always fall with tanks. Sometimes it erodes through apathy, fear, and compromise. In April 1945, with Berlin surrounded, Hitler committed suicide in his bunker. Nazi Germany surrendered days later. But the danger didn't die with him. Neo-Nazism, historical denial, and extremist movements still distort his legacy, either minimizing his crimes or falsely portraying his rise as inevitable. It wasn't. History is shaped by choices. That's the lesson. Understanding Hitler is not about the past staying buried. It's about recognizing warning signs before institutions fail, before scapegoating turns deadly, and before law is twisted into a weapon. History doesn't repeat itself exactly, but it rhymes when ignored. If this breakdown helped you see beyond the myths, like the video, subscribe for serious history without distortion, and watch our next episode on how ordinary citizens became participants in Nazi rule. Because history isn't just about who ruled, it's about who allowed it.